Hey everyone, this is Intentionally Unintentional. Welcome back to another video. First and foremost, thanks for your patience on the delay and the time between videos. Like I've said in prior videos, it's kind of more of a hobby for me. I'll make them when I have time and just haven't had too much time lately, but I am currently unemployed, so thought it would be a good time to do a video. I've got a box of hockey cards here that I'll be opening. I'm also thinking about doing a video on fantasy hockey draft strategy, just kind of rambling on about that. That sound you hear is the bus outside my apartment. I left the window open with the screen in. I feel like the ambient noise is kind of nice. That's probably the loudest it's gonna be. So I've got about 20 minutes here before the next bus leaves. The line starts right down the street, so pretty predictable on time there. But without further ado, let's get to opening these cards here. Let me try tearing it first. No, it's gonna be a little too loud, I think. Give this to my cats to play with. Got a cat that's about to turn 1 and another that is about 7 months old right now. They're very entertaining. So I believe what I have here is a hobby box. I was doing some research on cards, and that other sound you hear is my cat playing with a spring. He really likes those. Yeah, so obviously they're the single packs you can buy in the store if you're just looking to get a pack for fun, but the more serious collectors tend to get boxes like this. There is a blaster box, which I used to get when I was a kid. They're kind of just full of cards, not really a great chance at getting anything super unique or of high value, which is fine, you know. I'm a kid, I'm just looking to collect my favorite players on my favorite teams. But then you've got the hobby box, and supposedly this has a higher likelihood of landing or hitting, if you will, one of those. So let's go ahead and open this up, take a look at the information about like the odds and whatnot. Okay, so we've got MVP 22-23 hockey, 8 cards per pack, 20 per box, so we've got 160 cards to go through here. On the front here is Jonathan Huberdeau. Here he's on the Panthers, he's on the Flames now. Used to be very, very good. He had a couple seasons where he was going crazy, and then he got traded for Matthew Tkachuk, who was just on the USA Olympic gold medal team. And Tkachuk and the Panthers have had a lot of success since the trade, whereas the Flames and Huberdeau have been kind of mid, if not worse. Okay, I'll just read this here. This box contains an assortment of MVP hockey trading cards. Randomly inserted into the specially marked packs are the following subset cards. Base set, high series, star, and rookies, 1 every 2. Randomly inserted into these specially marked packs are the following base set and insert cards. Autograph cards, 1 per 400. Parallels, a bunch of different parallels. What we're really looking for is the autograph. Maybe a gold parallel would be pretty good. Any of these redemptions here, I don't know if you can read that, but like the rookie redemptions right here. SP redemption, those are cards where, if I'm not mistaken, you get a code or something to redeem, and it's a piece of memorabilia, usually something signed or like a piece of a jersey. Okay. I'll keep that because I think this has the instructions for the redemption. Okay, let's go ahead and open this. I'm gonna get a sip of water first. Got a lot of packs here, so I'm very, very excited to open these. So let's just get right into it here, okay? I'm just gonna leave these open. Okay. And a lot of these players are gonna have changed teams at this point. This is a full 3 years ago. So, for example, Mr. Stevenson here is now a member of the Seattle Kraken. It's a fairly recent team, I believe. Actually, this might be the last year before they're in here, so we might not see any Kraken players, but he's on that team now. Torrey Krug. Alex Kerfoot. Whoa, nice. Okay. Here's one of those special cards they're talking about. Very cool. It's Cole Caulfield. Possibly could have been on the US Olympic team, but there are too many good players. But he is very, very good. Scores a lot of goals. Still on the Canadiens. Making his second appearance at the World Junior Championship with Team USA in 2021. Caulfield collected 5 points. Sorry about that. 2-3-5, meaning 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points in 7 contests to help the Americans win gold in Edmonton. Set that one to the side. I don't think I have any sleeves, but if I get anything really good, I'll have to take a look at getting something like that. Ice Battles. This is a different parallel. Oh, it's got like his video game stats here. That makes sense. I mean, he's a very good player. Plays center sometimes, but overall just a very strong presence on the ice. He gets his body in there, hits a good amount. He's actually a very good center because he gets down into those kind of not so fun areas in the defensive zone and forechecks really hard. So he's the kind of guy you want on your team. Okay, here we have Sean Monahan. He's now on the Blue Jackets. Very good friend of the late Johnny Gaudreau, who passed away 2 years ago, I believe, while he was still active in the NHL. So very sad, but really cool story, and a lot of cool things have happened to the Gaudreau family since then. Even if you're not a hockey or sports fan, I'd encourage you to look it up, watch a video, read into it. It's a good story. Might make you tear up a little bit. Lucas Raymond, another very good player. And Toivo Teravainen, who was on the Finnish Olympic team this last year. Okay, nice. One pack down, 19 to go. I probably won't take as much time on the last 19 here. We'll kind of just sift through them. If I have anything to say, I'll say it, but it seems like we're already at 11 minutes. Okay, Aaron Ekblad. Ooh. Ilya Sorokin. Shout out Heated Rivalry, great show. Okay, nice. Not an actual autograph, but cool parallel card here. Jake Gensel, now a member of the Lightning. Gensel netted a hat trick in the 4-1 road win over the Canucks on December 4th, 2021. What, so you just get like a fun fact on the back of these? Interesting, another one of those Ice Battles cards. Tyler Seguin. Interesting that he's rated more highly than Bennett. I guess this was a few years ago, and Bennett's improved while Sagan's kind of declined a little bit. Are you sneezing? Jack Roslovich. Anton Lundell, very underrated player. Sonny Milano. Brock Bezer, aka Prince Charming. Kind of looks like it. Okay, so just for the next couple here, let's see, it's 2 to the front, and then there's 4 more behind those, so looks like if we're going to get a hit, it's the 3rd card, so I'll put those at the back. I apologize for all the creaking. This is a very old apartment building. I want to say it was built in like 1910 or something. It was built after the big SF earthquake in well, you know, I'm dumb. I'm just now realizing there were 2 major earthquakes in San Francisco. You had the one in 1906 and the one in 1989. I can't imagine this building was built in like the early 1900s. So this is probably I don't know, it seems old. Regardless, it's an older building. The windows, doors, floors are all very creaky. So any level of wind that hits the window, it's banging into it and whatnot. And let me know about the noise outside. If it's too much, I can close the window. I just thought it might be nice, especially considering the type of videos I like to make where, you know, I don't need the curated sound or anything like that. I want it to be pretty natural. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll put these in the front. Okay. Elias Pettersson. Good player, kind of plateaued in the last couple of years, sadly. I mean, Vancouver's just a mess right now. Gabriel Landeskog. Spencer Knight. Now a Blackhawk. Thomas Chabot. You should say Chabot. He's from Quebec, I believe. Yeah. I did a pretty major Pee-wee tournament for hockey. That's like, I think it's 12 and under, or 14 and under. No, 12 and under. There's a huge tournament in Quebec for, you know, the best teams, and I happened to go. This was actually the moment I realized I wasn't going to the NHL. I'm 12 years old. I'm probably like mid to bottom on my team, like 10th to 15th best player. And, you know, it's given, it's still pretty good. I'm playing the highest level I can in the area. But we go to this tournament and we just get our shit spanked by these Canadian kids. Like, it was a double elimination tournament and we lost both games like 10-2 and 9-1 or something, like just bad. And I came home and I was like, Dad, it's not happening. But point being, I stayed with a family for the course of that tournament, which was 2 weeks, and their son plays hockey, was a few years younger than me, and I was visiting Quebec with my family. It'll have been 3 years now since this summer. But he was playing in a summer exhibition game in Quebec, and I went to see him, and this guy was there skating. I was like, no way. You're like playing NHL guys. And that kid is now a goalie for basically D1 in Canada equivalent, and he just won player or goalie of the year, so he's very good. But point being, I got to see him play in an exhibition game in Quebec, which was pretty cool. Adrian Kempe, another Sam Bennett, but it's not Ice Battles. What do we have here? Another Domains. Okay, so I guess these are nationality-based cards because we've got Cole Caulfield, who's also American, and now we've got Jack Eichel. And then another Ice Battles card, Nick Suzuki. Very, very good player. He's probably a 90-something now. I mean, he's having an unbelievable season. We'll start with the Ice Battles guy because we've got the special one at the bottom. Adam Pellick. Jack Hughes. Love to see it. Jack Campbell. James Van Riemsdyk. Jordan Stahl. Boone Jenner. TJ Oshie, former U.S. Olympic player, 2014 Sochi Olympics, pretty legendary, but he's retired now. And then James Van Riemsdyk with a autograph on it but not a real autograph, I don't think. But it's one of those autograph parallels, so we'll put that away. That's pretty cool. Okay. Here we've got Jakub Chikrin, very good player. This team does not exist anymore. They moved to Utah and became the Mammoth. This is the Arizona Coyotes, one of the best jerseys and logos ever. I guess it's Jacob. He was born in the United States, but very good player. Highly offensive. Alex Ovechkin, greatest goal scorer of all time. Passed Gretzky last year for most goals ever. We got the bus coming again, so I apologize here. Dylan Cousins. Good power forward, hits a lot. Cale Makar, probably the best defenseman in the NHL right now. Clay, you want to say hi? Come here. What's going on? What is all this? I'm sorry, I can't have you up here. You're gonna make a mess. But yeah, alongside a few different guys, probably the best defenseman in the NHL right now. You got Werenski and Mo Seider, Quinn Hughes, Rasmus Dahlin, all very good, but Cale Makar's the best of the best. Darcy Kemper again, didn't we just have him? I think we did. Am I gonna have to throw this away, Clay? Hey, get out of here. It's not for you. That is not for you. I'm sorry. Excuse me a sec, I gotta put this stuff away. This is the younger one. Okay. Hi, baby boy. Yeah, what am I doing? No, don't eat the flowers. Okay, we've got Riley Smith, Mika Zibanejad. Hey, it's not for you. I'm sorry, it's not for you. No, come here. Mika Zibanejad, and pinpoints, maybe because he's a very accurate shooter. Yeah. Clay. Oh my god. Not for you. Get out of here. Kane's stellar sharpshooting was on full display on February 25th, 2022, when he notched his second hat-trick of the 21-22 campaign in leading the Chicago Blackhawks to an 8-5 victory over the visiting New Jersey Devils. He scored a pair of power play goals and then set up Brandon Hagel for an extra man tally in the second period, and then completed a 4-point evening by scoring an empty net goal with less than 2 minutes remaining in the third stanza. The hat-trick marked his 8th in regular season play. Nice. Card's pretty thick too. Patrick Kane is a legend. Looks like this video is going to be pretty long. Okay, Tomasz Tatar. Jesper Bratt. Actually, let me do this again. Okay, Steven Stamkos. Patrick Laine. Mikko Rantanen. Wow, he looks young here. He and McKinnon on the Avalanche, I mean, they were one of the, if not the best 1-2 punch in the league. I mean, just the two of them together along with Makar playing defense was very fun to watch. But he plays on the Dallas Stars now, which is like their main rival in terms of how good they are in the division, which is really interesting. But he was having a good year. He's been injured lately, but just proved to everybody he doesn't need McKinnon to be as good as he is, which is pretty cool. Andrei Vasilevsky, very good goalie. We already saw you, Mr. Tatar, and Mr. Bratt. Philip Deneau. And another parallel autograph, and this one is Casey Middlestat, who has since been on the Avalanche and the Bruins. Clay. Joe Bro. Say hi. Okay. Boy, you can just hang out right there. That's fine. I gave you a really nice water bowl. It's a fountain. It's all germ free. Ouchie. Ouchie. Good boy. Oh, let's go. Okay, we got Nikita Kucherov. Very, very good player. Should have won MVP last couple of years, but yeah, I mean, just elite. Hey, no biting. I think he has, as of right now, 93 points in his last 45 games. Just ridiculous. Ryan O'Reilly. Jason Robertson, very good player. Robin Leonard. Dawson Mercer. Ryan Strome. Nick Schmaltz, there's that jersey again. And another Domains card, this one Canadian. Alexis Lafreniere. Former #1 overall pick. Some people say he's a bust. I think he's been pretty good. Not all #1 picks can be franchise changing, but overall very good player, definitely worthy of being a first round player. Okay, we got Adrian Kempe again, but Ice Battles this time. Samuel Fagemo, a rookie. I haven't seen one of those yet. Maybe I just haven't been paying attention. Unaware of who that is, so he must not have panned out. Alex Iafallo. Cole Caulfield. Looks like they were playing an away game at the Sharks. Nice. Haven't gotten any Sharks yet, actually. Nicholas Backstrom. Another Adam Pellick. Oliver Bjorkstrand. And another one of those parallels with the signature, but it's a very legible signature. Marco Rossi. Nice. John Marino, Andrei Svechnikov, Roman Josi, still a very good defenseman, but he was one of those guys back in the, around this time, I guess, he was still just like, as a defenseman, being one of the main offensive threats for your team is impressive. But guys like that are, him, Makar, Werenski, Hughes, Schaefer, that rookie, he's kind of panning out to be like that. Who else am I forgetting? I'm sure I'm forgetting some people. Yeah. Adam Fox, I guess, but William Nylander, Matt Zuccarello, Patrice Bergeron, one of the greatest two-way forwards ever. Two-way meaning, like how I was just talking about for defensemen, he was a very good defensive forward as well. Back in his own zone, he played the center, and just, he won the award for Defensive Forward of the Year a bunch of times. And he was around for a while. When I was collecting cards as like 8 to 12, 13-year-old, he was one that I was excited to get even back then. Anthony Duclair. He was on the Sharks for a bit, I think after this actually. And then another Domains, Steven Stamkos. Awesome. Canadian guy. Okay, I think we got 9 more to go. So I'll try and make this quick here. It's already been 35 minutes. Okay, Sam Girard. Matty Beniers. Oh, yeah, we do have the Kraken. So this must be the first year. Yeah. You can see that patch. It says inaugural season. Cool. Devon Taves. This is Cale Makar's defense partner. Works really well with him. Here's one of those guys I was talking about. Moritz Seider. Just elite shutdown defenseman, and he can produce some offense as well, but he's not like those other guys where that's kind of like their main focal point. He's just unreal all around. Probably my favorite defenseman as a guy who used to play defense. Craig Smith. Philippe Hronik, Christian Dvorak, and looks like the same card as the Patrick Kane one, but it's a different color. No noticeable differences besides that color, so I wonder, I'll look at the back of the box to see our likelihood of getting all these. Man, the intersection's really busy right now. I didn't think it would be that busy. Okay. So here we have the guy on the front of the box, Jonathan Huberdeau. You can see here he's very highly rated. He's still a very good player. It's just definitely fell off after the trade. Ricard Raquel. David Pasternak. Jordan Binnington. Not very good, but has played for Canada the last couple international events. And he's played well. You know, I'll give it to him. But in the NHL this season just has not been good. Jacob Chikrin again. Jacob Trouba. This guy hits hard. John Marino. And we've got a rookie parallel, Jacob Perreault, who I'm not familiar with, so maybe just hasn't panned out yet. In all reality, I'm probably gonna throw most of these away. Probably keep these ones for a year or two and then throw those away. Unless you get something that's like really significant. And depending on how cool it is, I'll either keep it or try and sell it. Okay. Still no Sharks, but I saw someone who is on the Sharks right now. Brad Marchand, Max Pacioretty, Taylor Hall, Morgan Riley, Dmitry Orlov, now on the Sharks, Joe Pavelski, used to be a Shark, a very good player, really good at tipping pucks in front of the net, like a shot that comes from a defenseman kind of far away from the net. He's standing in front and like reaches his stick out and taps it so it changes direction. Very, very good at that. Sadly, never won a Stanley Cup. I was really hoping he would with Dallas. Alex Tuck. And then encounters on ice. Simmons McAvoy. Was this like a fight at some point? No, they just played against each other. I wouldn't have been surprised if they had fought. It's a cool card. Lucas Reichel, Mark Kostelik, a rookie, interesting, he's on the Bruins now. I like picking him up in fantasy here and there because he wins a lot of face-offs and hits and sometimes gets a lot of penalty minutes. Kyle Connor, very sneaky, underrated goal scorer. Alex DeBrincat, playing again with Patrick Kane, but on the Red Wings. Very cool. Good player. Tristan Jarry, now a goalie for the Edmonton Oilers. JT Miller, now the captain of the New York Rangers. He fell off as well. Should have been a much better fantasy player than he was this year. He's valuable because he's got lots of positional eligibility, so you can stick him in a bunch of slots, and then he wins a lot of face-offs, hits a lot, but he also puts up a lot of points, but he just hasn't put up too many of any of those this year. UC Saros, Finnish goaltender. And another pinpoints card. This one is Jake Gensel. I believe we have another parallel of somewhere. Yeah, right here. We got 2 Jake Gensels. Okay, we got 7 packs left. This video is probably going to be an hour. Oh, finally a shark. Nice. Got Logan Couture. Okay, put him to the back. Shane Gostisbehere. Sorry about all the noise. I hope it's not loud enough to be disruptive and that it's kind of just some background noise. Jordan Binnington. Kirill Kaprizov, very, very good player. Nathan McKinnon, arguably the best player in the NHL, along with Kucherov and McDavid. Igor Shesterkin, very good goalie. Ryan Hartman, and Drew Doughty. Drew Doughty's been around for a while. Brady Tkachuk, Ice Battles. Joel Farabee. Marc-Andre Fleury, that's an insane setup. What is this helmet? Noah Hannafin. Josh Anderson. Marc-Edouard Vlasic, another Shark, awesome. Andrew Mangiapane, and a Marcus Foligno parallel. Cool. Jacob Trouba, Ice Battles. I imagine his strength is going to be pretty high. Yeah. Sean Couturier. I'm sad these don't have stats on the back that I can show you. Martin Necas. Czech, I believe. Yeah. Pavel Buchnevich. Yanni Gord. Blake Wheeler. Jacob Slavin, very good defensive defenseman. You don't see him much, but that's how I like to think I played. You know, you don't really notice me out there, but because I'm just in the right spot doing the right thing. You know, if you're not out of position, you're not going to be making any highlight reel plays because you're not having to recover like crazy. Like, a lot of those, I mean, it's split. Like, with goalies, you see diving saves, and a lot of times it's because of a really good play where they have to move really quickly. But sometimes it's because they mess up and they're out of position. They gotta like dive back to recover and they make the save, and then it's like a highlight. But just this guy never in the wrong spot. You never see him out there, but when he's out there, the other team is not scoring very often. And a Devon Taves autograph parallel. Nice. I saw a glimpse of the one, it looks cool. Okay, we've got Johnny Kovacevic, Eric Kallgren, Anjay Kopitar, legend, William Karlsson, Jaden Schwartz, Quentin Byfield. I hope he pans out. He's been doing okay, but I think he was second overall pick a couple years ago. Dan Vladar. And Alex DeBrincat. Whoa. This card is crazy. Oh, it's numbered. No way. Okay, sick. This is definitely our best pull. Only 250 of these. Nice. I'll hold on to that. Jaden Schwartz, Trey Fix-Wolanski, don't know who this is, Seth Jones, kind of mid, people like to hate on him for some reason, Tim Stoitzla, I think that's how you say that with that, I don't even know what that's called over the U. But Tim Stoitzla, he's German. Very, very good young player. Ottawa's hopefully going to be very good for a few years here with Kachuk, Stoitzl, Sanderson, a couple other guys like Pinto, Batherson. They've got Giroux, he's a little bit older, but I'd love to see the Senators succeed. Zach Hyman. John Tavares checklist. Nikolai Ehlers. And a pinpoints Artemi Panarin. He just got traded to the Kings a couple weeks ago. Okay, two more. Bjorkstrand, Vladislav Kolyachonok, Lucas Raymond, Dougie Hamilton, Alex Pietrangelo, Oliver Wahlstrom, Jeff Skinner, and a Chris Letang parallel. Cam Talbot, Jack LaFontaine, Jordan Eberle, Braden Point, Ivan Provorov, Trevor Zegras, Jean-Gabriel Pajot, and a Domains Nathan McKinnon. Might be numbered. No. Okay. So just to review here, we've got a few Domains cards, a Chris Letang parallel autograph, Panarin pinpoints, the numbered DeBrincat special card here, a couple parallel MVP signatures, Devontae's, Foligno, Binnington, Jake Gensel, Encounters on Ice with Wayne Simmons and Charlie McAvoy, Jacob Perreault, Patrick Kane, Pierre-Luc Dubois, Steven Stamkos. Yeah, this one's a gold parallel of the same card there. You can kind of tell a little bit, I think. Marco Rossi, Alexis Lafreniere, Casey Middlestat, James Van Riemsdyk, Jack Eichel, Jake Gensel, and Cole Caulfield. Considering this video's gone on pretty long and I've missed a few calls here, I'll go ahead and end it here. As always, thank you for watching. I hope this video was enjoyable and relaxing. Please, any feedback in the comments, like close the window or speak louder, go slower, maybe go faster. Just let me know. Happy to be back and make videos when I can. Sorry it's pretty inconsistent, but I don't want to, just tell you I'm going to be making videos every week when I know I can't be doing that, especially when I live with my partner and I just don't really have that much time to sit down by myself and have the place be quiet. So yeah, I mean, unemployed, hopefully only for a short while longer, but try and make another couple of videos just to give you guys some content to watch, because I do appreciate the comments saying like, been watching your videos on repeat, like please upload another one. I appreciate you guys and the support. Sorry that I'm not making them more often, but it means a lot that you guys watch and like the videos. Being a longtime ASMR listener myself, it's nice to create the content that you wish there was more of, so I'm hoping that I fill that need for some people like me as well. Have a great rest of your day, and yeah, I'll see you next time.